next panel. Sino dito ang mahilig manood ng mga travel vloggers, mga YouTube, ganyan? Ay, okay. So, you're gonna love this conversation. In this modern age, more and more people po talaga are drawn to the creativity, originality, and rawness that comes with the storytelling that the content creators execute. For this discussion, we would like to thank Bounty Fresh, Lloyd Laboratories, GCash, Brother Philippines, SL Agritech, and Cebuana Luilier for powering this conversation. Indeed, the power of storytelling can change lives. People's ways of thinking add credibility to products, food, destinations, and entertain an audience, as you obviously have been, on a different scale. So please help me welcome our distinguished guests for this discussion, starting with Marco Ho, better known as Bogart the Explorer. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Please help me welcome as well the vlogger behind the Chewy Show, Carl Chewy Dan. Si Pops Chewy, oh. Content creator, the Angelica behind Angelica and Eileen Wonders. Angelica Gapit is here. From NSTV Travel Vlog, he is the content creator as well. Please help us welcome Herbie Arabello. Hi, Herbie. And of course, the travel vlogger behind Becoming Filipino, Kyle Kulas Gentleman is here. Hi, everyone. All right, let's have a seat. Welcome, welcome. You know, I gotta say, before we I think a lot of us can relate now. Bago tayo mag-travel, I think the first thing we do is we're gonna look for some, vlog na we can refer to get tips, ideas, where should we go, ganyan-ganyan. And I mean, this is a powerhouse of travel content creators here in the Philippines. I am so starstruck right now, but I shall try and mediate this conversation. Okay, here we go. Okay, how did you guys get into this ba? Did you always want to be like a travel vlogger? Is that where you started? Anyone? Oh, ladies first. Oh, okay, Angelica.
Well, to be honest, I actually just love photography. So that was the reason why. Because when you travel, you have something to take pictures of. So that's my initial love. Photography.
Vlogger na vlogger to si
Photography,
Bogart.
videography. And you know the thing, like, for example, when you're traveling, some people say, put your phone down, enjoy the moment. But the truth is, this is why I travel. It's because I love taking pictures, I love taking memories. So this is one of the reasons why I started traveling.
Who wants to go next? Oh, ikaw, Bogart. Content creator, you're still getting content while you're on stage. I don't think you're a travel vlogger. You're just a content creator. I mean, you do so many different things, right?
Yeah.
But why did you set out to do that? How did you get here?
Well, when it comes to traveling, I've always loved to travel. Like back in high school, as soon as I was able to leave the house with barely a word from my parents as the permission, as long as I came back alive,
Tumatakas ka,
I would
ganon.
just go to the bus terminal, approach the bus from behind, so I wouldn't know where to go. And then once I get there, I'd figure out what to do with my next steps. It's my way of figuring out what the universe wants to do with me. Am I gonna live through this or have an awesome time? The universe will conspire.
So this is even before you became a creator. Parang
Yeah.
that was like how you were.
Yeah. But and then just exploring the whole thing with creating content is basically I'm just doing what I normally do, except in this case I have a camera on my face.
Totoo. And the world is entertained. Okay, Pops Chewy. Yes.
Hello
How did
po.
you get started?
When I was in high school, mahilig talaga manood nung weird ako. Yung teenager ako, pinapanood ko sila Anthony Bourdain, Andrew Zimmern
Oh,
sa TLC.
yeah. Oo.
Tambay ako ng TLC. Di ko alam kung nerd ba yun or what. Pero,
Uy, di ah.
and then I really love travel kasi dati part ako ng Philippine Junior Marketing Association. So, college siya. So, nag-travel kami around the Philippines. Then, nalala ko nun, lagi ako curious. Kaya punta kami Bicol. Ano pang local food dito? Kasi more on food show, kay food talaga. And then, 2017, I watched this guy named Mark Queens. So, he do full-time food and travel. And then I said, ang galing, no? You can be you have you can have your own show na kahit walang camera crew, wala kang director, kahit sarili mo lang. And then I started 2018 and then the rest is history. I'm still doing it now for full time.
Wow, wow, it's amazing. Herbie, how about you?
Well, in our case, we were one of the thousands of people who actually started travel vlogs or vlogs in general during the pandemic. Even before then, me and my friend Bobby, my co-vlogger,
Bobby's here, by the way.
He's here
Yes.
somewhere. Oh, there you are.
Ah.
We really love traveling. Almost every weekend we'd be out somewhere. But during the pandemic, we realized, and we felt bad because all the other provinces were at a standstill because of the lockdowns, right? So a lot of companies had to shut down, hotels, resorts, even small businesses. So during the pandemic, we thought of vlogging to show people that you can actually still travel around the Philippines, enjoy the many beautiful spots, but just traveling safely by practicing the protocols. But now that we are officially out of the pandemic, it's about featuring, other destinations other than the usual Boracay's, because our country has so many islands, so many destinations worth visiting.
True that. I mean, in Cebu alone, I'm sure there are so many untapped destinations. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Herbie and Bobby got to those destinations and featured it on their vlog. Okay, Kulas. Yeah.
How are you?
Very good, very
Excellent.
good. Becoming Filipino.
Yeah, so I mean, up until 2013, I had been to 29 countries. I was very laagan, very pasyal, but the honest truth is, never into taking pictures, never into videos. That was not my scene. I was into experience. And what happened is 2013, I came here and I had some really amazing kind of heartfelt experiences. And I was like, you know what? I feel like it's really, really important to talk about this place and share about it. And then the thing is too, I thought, well, I could take some pictures and write stuff, but maybe people won't believe me. So I guess I'm gonna have to make videos. So I started working with a buddy and just taking video clips, and over the years that just kept going and going, and I just had a really kind of deep-rooted purpose to wanting to create content, and that's what started becoming Filipino. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. Very short story.
Wow. But you know what? I mean, I think when people watch your content and look at you guys on stage, I mean, your names have been made at this point, like you're recognizable brands, in your own rights and all that. And I don't know if they really think about all the challenges that you have to go through as well, right? Because I'm sure it's not all glamorous. Like, I watched Angelica's vlog and her boat broke. Like, she thought she was gonna die. Yung ganong klaseng challenges, diba? Which, I mean, because you guys are content creators, you can make that entertaining and make it into compelling content. But what do you think are some real challenges that people should consider before jumping into doing this? Because I'm sure a lot of people want to do what you guys do.
I don't know who's gonna go in for it. I think, like, first and foremost, I mean, we're in a day and age now, like when I started doing vlogging and blogging, blogging had been around for a while, but 2014, if I stood up here with a camera looking at it, people would be like, what is that strange man doing? Whereas now, everyone just goes, oh, vlogger, right? Because it's very mainstream. I think what's really important, though, is a lot of people ask me, like, hey, man, I want to be a vlogger. And then they'll think about, like, I want to have lots of followers, and you can earn money, and you can... Truth is, I know people who are very, very successful in the online world, as you guys would. And some of them, too, they just want to stop and burn out, even though they have tons of followers and earn lots of money, because they don't have the passion and purpose for what they're doing. So for me, it's, if you need to have a lot of discipline and drive to do this. I do it every day. I wake up happy, motivated, inspired, because I know why I'm doing it. I won't tell you now because it'll take up a lot of time, but I have 4 reasons why I do what I do, and I knew that before I started. And that's super important. You have to know your purpose because it will drive your discipline and kind of motivation to keep making content.
4 reasons, ha? Okay. Abangan sa Becoming Filipino. Gawing content yan. Okay. O, pabaliktad naman tayo. O,
Okay, I guess
yeah.
it's my turn. Just a few. Number 1, the season. All of a sudden, when you're all ready, all prepared, it rains. Just spoils our whole plan. Secondly, the main difficulty of being a travel vlogger is it becomes expensive sometimes because of all the logistics required. Of course, if you have to travel, whether you're going to take go by land, by sea, or by air, and of course you have to work with accommodations and lodging as well. We want to, as much as possible, promote small and medium local businesses. So as much as possible, we don't get sponsors, well, at least at the onset, but we had to balance it out because we had to sustain the channel by getting sponsors as well. So it's a constant balancing act that can be challenging. So that's, I think, our two biggest challenges.
So as I mentioned earlier, like I travel for photography and videography as well. So I think my biggest challenge right now is taking the content when I'm there. So for example, like first we have to take Instagram content, photos, and then sideways videos for YouTube, and then now came out TikTok and then IG Reels. So now I'm taking videos upright. So it's like it takes a lot of time and energy to get the perfect shot. Like for example, I really care about the angles and I really care about like the aesthetics of it. So it takes a lot of time for me to take footage. So I think that's one of the challenges when it comes to becoming a content creator. Like you really have to take it for every single platform if you want to grow in every platform, of course. So yeah, I think that's the challenge that I'm going through right now. And then after that, after the trip, then you have to edit. And then you have to prepare for your next trip, planning as well. Like it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. That's why actually it's funny because we have a few trips booked for the rest of the year, but we had to cancel some because it's just so tiring. It's so tiring. So I have a lot of like videos that I still need to edit that we've taken trips for the last few months. So I don't know, it's just a lot of time and energy. And as you said, you really need to know that why you're doing it in the first place, which is why like, okay, I really want to get into YouTube. Like we just started YouTube last year because I mainly focus on Instagram originally. So I'm really prioritizing, starting to jumpstart on YouTube again. So this is why like I'm gonna focus on like the backlogs of the videos that I really need to edit first.
Yeah, because we see the final product, and it's fast, it's snappy, it's fun, and we think that's how it happens, but it's not. Yeah, yeah. Pops Chewy.
I think the one major problem na hindi nakikita ng iba is like how to stay fresh. Because I've been like for me, I've been doing this for 5 years already, and right now there's a lot of food bloggers in the industry. So I said to myself, how to reinvent myself. So ginawa ko is I travel around the country, not only doing food review, but somehow doing also documentaries about the culture, about the story, pero ang gamit is street food ng buong Pilipinas. So yun, how to reinvent yourself.
Yeah, dami. I mean, people are jumping in all the time. New people.
Yeah,
Yes.
think about when it comes to my content, because I have to start from scratch every
There he
single
is.
time.
There he is.
I reckon a lot of people came here to hear me talk this way. I might as well give them what they want. Say, I just forgot earlier, they didn't give me my PF yet. Now that I'm good and paid, the accent is coming out. So basically, I have to start from scratch every time. That's the challenge. But the positive thing about that is I start from scratch every time. There is no standard, there's no bar, there's no level. If there is any challenge for any content creator out there, if you are a real content creator, tinood ana, maglisod mo turn off kaysa sa turn on. Kaya matulog mo, sige mo, kung saan man ako pag-edit na itong buwang nga to, hello, pwede di ko. Ana ba kay, seryoso good kay may passionate kay. Kita kay passion, see these faces? Passion all around. Passion in their videos. Passion! Okay, thank you very much.
Alien. Mabuhay.
Oh my gosh. And it doesn't get old. Oh my gosh. It's hilarious. By the way, Eileen is also here, of Eileen Wonders. Yes, she's here also. Hi. Okay. So I don't know if this was intentional, no, when you guys started being content creators, but you guys doing what you do are now promoting tourism for the country, right? That has now just become like a side effect of what you do. What else do you think we should maximize? so that we can really boost tourism for the Philippines, especially now that things are really opening up. People, want to revenge travel. They want to get out there. What should we do pa kaya para ma-boost yung ganyan?
I think number one is we'll start with the tourism of each provinces. So social media presence is really important right now. I think the most basic is to have like Facebook page which you can showcase all of the amenities there, yung mga pwedeng puntahan, mga pwedeng kainan. Yeah, I think that's it.
Social media, so key, yeah.
So in my case, like we focus on budget travel. Like that's our niche talaga. We want to promote that travel does not always have to be expensive. So that's why we create travel guides like, for example, Catanduanes with 5,000 pesos, or Dinagat Islands with 5,000 pesos, or we have Rojas City with 5,000 pesos. So it's like we don't. Of course, there's like really popular destinations like Boracay and Palawan and Cebu, of course. But there's 82 provinces, imagine. There's so much provinces that people don't know.
Yeah.
People don't see as a tourist attraction. So this is why we kind of travel to, we're actually on the road to completing all 82 provinces. So yeah, I think we're around 60 right now. But we really want to promote budget travel because I really believe that it's important that people can see it doesn't always have to be expensive. So the more that you can show people that, oh, you can do this, then it encourages people to travel to even not so popular destinations as well.
And totoo yun, yung mga 3 days for 5,000 pesos, like that's legit.
It's legit. No, but of course, it really depends on your lifestyle. Like, like sometimes we crave a luxurious trip, so we just want to show.
Yeah.
Like, it's possible that you can book a homestay. It's possible that you can book. Like, we really kind of show from start to finish how much the trip costs.
Yeah.
Like literally, when we arrive at the airport, take a tricycle to the hotel. It costs 12 pesos or something. Like, so we kind of break it down to show people like, oh, you could actually do it. This is
Yeah.
how much it costs.
It's amazing. Yeah, love it. Herbie, what do you think?
Well, in our case, what we usually comment on, and we were just talking about this backstage, is that the involvement and proactivity of the local government unit, specifically the tourism office, can still be improved, right? For travel bloggers like us, especially if we want to feature places that are not too known, we really need to lean on the local tourism office to point us to the right direction on what the hidden gems are, what are their initiatives, what are they gearing for, so we can align also the feature in tune to what they want,
Yeah.
right? So.
Kulas?
Yeah, I mean, I really look at it in the sense where you just need to spread the love. And what I mean by that is like, I mean, there's so many amazing, super well-known tourism destinations in the country. I mean, we know El Nido's there, we know Coron, we know Cebu, we know Bohol. You know I can go whitewater rafting in Cagayan de Oro, but I mean, for example, hey, I just came in from Basilan. I was in Basilan yesterday, and I kid you not, you can go to their city tourism Facebook page, Isabela City Tourism. You can go to Basilan. I'm saying this as a foreigner to you guys as Filipinos. And a lot of people, when's the last time Basilan had national promotion for tourism? Don't get me wrong, are there still issues and are there still areas around the country and things you have to be aware of? Absolutely. But how are we ever going to change those things without looking at spreading that tourism love? Because, for example, I first went to Basilan in 2016. I had 10 armed guards. I just went to Basilan yesterday. I was there. I had no guards. I was with city tourism. Because tourism, domestically, from Filipinos going there now from Manila, from Cebu, from Zamboanga, is empowering the locals, driving development, and making the place safer and more fun to travel. So that's an extreme example, Basilan. But why can't we also do that everywhere else in the country? The more we spread it out, the more places will be empowered to want to develop in the right ways, and thus grow tourism everywhere. DOT SEC just said we had 1.9 million arrivals so far, I think internationally. I'm intrigued to break that number down and see how many of those went to Boracay, how many to El Nido, how many of those went around to other areas in the country? I don't know. I'm just intrigued thinking about it now. For me, that's so important. We have to drive tourism everywhere. Stop just focusing on the main places. Although, go to them, because, for example, Cebu here, it's amazing. Of course, go to them, but let's drive it everywhere else.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's
Yes.
about seeing a need and filling that need. It's one of my favorite. I see a need, fill a need. This guy saw the need to promote Philippine food. Photography, aesthetics, the traveling, the breakdown, the division of it, the culture, the people, the beauty of it. My take on it, these guys are already pretty good on it. That's why I decided to do part of the culture. See, when you go to a different country, when you're trying to invite mga si AFAM in, ano ba? You want to bring more that ratio higher to the ratio, ana. So what you do is, it's all going to be the people. You can't exactly bring the white sand beach, the blue mountains, all these. You can't bring it to the UK. Hey, Mr. UK man, look at this. It's nice picture, mate, but it's not it. No, at all. So who's there? Who's there that's real from the Philippines? It's me. Sir, my culture is this. I will treat you this way. We are friends. Come to me. Give us your tourism money. Let us progress our economy. But I do it in a way with language, ba? You know? So language is my key. That's why I've been doing the English, Bisaya, Tagalog kind of thing. Because you show people na it's not just, you know, our country is amazing, it's beautiful. They've shown it to you. But the language, the things that you see in the dark, those are all attractive too. You know, it's a whole package. That's what I'm
There's
saying.
something for everything. for
Exactly.
everyone. Yes, yes. No, but I really feel like, wow, the Philippines is so lucky to have ambassadors like you guys, you know, showing off the culture and all of the beautiful things that they can come and see for themselves. This is a personal question, and I know you guys have been through, seen a lot, you know, eaten a lot of things. What is a destination or, sige, let's keep it to a destination na you keep coming back to, or you feel like people should know about this place? Na, hindi pa siya masyadong kilala, it's underrated. What would that place be for you? I'm guessing Basilan for you.
Yeah, I mean, no, for me, it's just honestly. I mean, if you follow me, you know of me. I mean, like I'll say in Bisaya, nagpuyo Mindanao, diba? When I started driving a scooter around Mindanao in 2014, most of my Filipino barkada gawas Mindanao didn't want to go there because they were terrified, diba? For me, it's just Mindanao in general. But I mean, 10 years now later, I've already seen a huge progression. Like, even for example, everybody's like, I'm going to Siargao. Nobody says Mindanao. That's Mindanao, man. Like, you know, a lot of people are like, Mindanao, I'll never go there, but I'll go party in Siargao. Yeah, it's like, you know, anywhere down south for me is my personal kind of home turf, and I'm proud to be a part of promoting it in a positive way.
That's such a good point, though. Everyone says Siargao, but never, I'm going to Mindanao. Yeah, that's so true.
Exactly. That's why, if you don't mind me saying going next, one of the places that I really want to promote is, everybody says, because I like surfing, water, good, nature. Siargao, everyone goes there, but what people forget is Siargao is like part of Surigao del Norte. There's also Surigao del Sur. And that's relatively untouched. It's absolutely beautiful. His place is as well great. I don't know if he wants to share it.
Secret.
Diba? So a lot of really good places talaga. I kind of want to gatekeep Surigao del Sur, but for the sake of the Surigao del Sur people, give them your money. They will make it. Will
I
make them
second
happy.
that. I second that. Go,
Hey,
go,
it's
go.
go negosyo, you know? What are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Paps Chewy, you wanna?
Top of mind, I just went to Sulu, Holo Sulu in Tawi-Tawi like few months ago.
Oh.
Siguro yun talaga kasi, I said nga no, matagal ng Muslim tawag dito, culture sa Pilipinas eh. Pero pansin nyo, the food itself, hindi pa gano'n siya na-highlight. So when I went there, sinabi ko pa lang sa mga iba, ang number one sasabihin, huwag ka pupunta, ba't ka pupunta doon? Delikado, ganyan. Pero nung pumunta ako doon, I mean, all of the naririnig natin sa media, iba naman talaga totoo. It's real. I mean, it's happening. But right now, it's much safer. Let's give them a chance to eat their food. Let's give them a chance to see the beauty of Sulu and Tawi-Tawi. It's a different point of view, an eye-opener para sa ating mga Pilipino na makapagsalita yung iba na parang di na sila parte ng Pilipinas. At the end of the day, sabi ko nga, pare-pares tayong Pilipino.
But the diversity, no? Grabe, oo. Angelica.
So, well, the one I keep going back to is actually El Nido. So it's not really El Nido. I mean,
El Nido, El Nido.
that's
Amazing,
my
yeah.
favorite place in the Philippines. It's a bit popular already, but if I had to choose an unpopular one, probably, I don't know if you've been to Dinagat Islands.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so Dinagat Islands, we just made a vlog about that. So we actually have a vlog, Dinagat Islands with 5,000 pesos. You know, so we really want to promote
Wow.
that. It looks like El Nido. You know what I mean? So
El
if you
Nido
could
on
see
a
my-
budget.
Yeah, and it was so cool because we were the only tourists there when we went. So it's like really not popular. When we went, we shared a boat with 2 other people, but like on the first day we were the only ones there. So I would say Dinagat Islands for me.
Okay. Is this like a thing among travel content creators na parang when you mention a very well-known destination, parang ginajudge nyo na, like, El Nido, like whatever. Like,
Ito Boracay.
Yeah, it's no.
Bro,
You guys were more excited when I said Dinagat Islands. It's like El Nido. It's like okay,
Yeah.
but Dinagat, yeah.
I'm going to Boracay tomorrow. It's all good, man.
Okay, exactly. I would want to go with you, man.
oh, for sure. Okay, Herbie, what do you think?
Thank you for that, because I was gonna say Siargao.
Let's go north. Go north. I want to hear some north.
No, but I'm just being honest.
No, there's no shame.
I only
Yeah.
discovered Siargao last year, a year ago, and I've been going there. Every excuse I can find, I'm in Siargao. Not a lot of people know that Siargao is not only for surfers. Siargao has so many natural attractions. The biggest one is the people. If you get to converse and spend time with them, everybody is from Siargao once you step in that island. Resident, guest, tourist, everybody's just one community. Not to mention the many natural, eco-tourism friendly attractions of that island. Really. In fact, I want to greet Tour Siargao. They were our first tour guide in Siargao when we first did our vlog. We've been good friends ever since. And they're here. Thank you, Tour Siargao.
For Siargao, shout out.
Can I just also jump in quickly? Can I just give some like love to the cities? Because example, like the city of love, Iloilo. You know, I think we're all talking about like ecotourism places. You know, like Surigao del Sur, it's in nature. You know, Dinagat Islands. I'm talking about like Basilan. You're talking about Siargao. But dude, the cities are actually so wicked. Like I just love motoring around Iloilo. I go like local style La Paz, eat my bak choy, go up to Mandarillo, look at the big buildings, modern. You know, like city to city. Even Manila, like I lived in QC for 6 months. I'm telling you, once you have like a little bit of time in the cities, it is fun. It's got everything.
That's why we're here. I mean, we're in the province, boys.
Dude, you were just food tripping in Cebu yesterday, di ba?
Exactly, and we
There you
don't
go.
have any of those foods there. The most social food that we have in Bayugan City is Jollibee. It's high class. Fine dining.
The range, the range, people, Okay, congratulations because you all won special awards on this Go Negosyo Tourism Summit for this year. I think a lot of people are just inspired by, your journey thus far and being able to produce content that, again, inspires more people to want to check out their own country and all those things. Do you have any words of advice, caution, perhaps, encouragement, for all people who maybe might want to jump into this as well?
Ako na lang. I go first.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the food side, halata naman. So, kapag pupunta tayo ng isang probinsya, if you go to a certain province, as much as possible, if you don't have allergies, right? Try to eat local food. Huwag tayo kumain ng fast food, ng restaurant. Kasi hindi lang dahil kumakain tayo ng local food nila, pero nakaka-help tayo sa economy nila. Diba? Turismo nila, mga small businesses doon. So that's my challenge. If pupunta ka ng Marinduque, if pupunta ka ng Basilan, pupunta ka ng Iloilo, ganyan, eat their local food. And you will learn about the culture. Yun yung power ng food. It binds us together.
Totoo. And I'm sure what you do, you've helped a lot of small, medium businesses, mom and pop setups na people don't know about, but because you featured them, they just kind of blew up.
Yun po yung power ng social media, yun talaga.
Anyone else? Herbie, go.
Oh, okay. Think. Well, tip, spend time with the community. I think that's one huge thing that we miss sometimes when we go on vacation. Spend time with the locals. You'll be surprised to hear their stories. It's really enriching. And also remember, when you do visit a province, a place, a destination, please remind yourself that they are letting you in their community. So please give them respect the respect that are really due to them by, being responsible, cleaning up, and respecting them, and leaving the place actually better than when you first came. That's just my last sense there.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I love that. And by the way, Herbie and Bobby have a vlog out on Siargao, like an update after Odette, right? Which I thought was really helpful to the community, because you need to get the word out there. Like, hey, this is where we're at. You guys can come and still have a good time.
Thank
so,
you.
yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was good. Kulas?
Yeah, I mean, I guess from my experiences over the past 10 years, it's if you're the kind of person who likes to go, let's say you only have 3 days, and you're going to do like a structured tour, or you're going to be with a group that has like structured tour. For me, it's if you can try your best just to give yourself even half a day or a day where you just don't plan a thing and you just go. For me, people always ask me like, hey, Kulas, like even backstage, hey, how do you like plan your trips? Honestly, I don't think I use Google Maps. That's my plan. I look, but I'm very blessed to be in the situation where I have the time and ability to just go and not have a set timeline, but even if you do have a set timeline, try to deschedule yourself, at least for a little bit of chunk of time, because that might lead you to a really amazing local experience, and you never know that's going to take you. So unstructure your structure if you can.
Love it. Okay, Bogart.
If you're traveling around in the Philippines, one piece of advice I'm gonna give: cash is king. Yan. Credit. What is credit? Gcash is king here.
No, but you know what? I've been to places now where like they prefer Gcash over anything.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
But the real good stuff will pay in cash.
Okay, short but sweet. Okay, Rose among the thorns. Angelica, what would you like to say to all the
well,
aspiring bloggers?
I would have to second what Kulas said. Like I'm a hardcore planner. Like when I travel, I'm a hardcore planner. But there was a time where there was a change of plans. So it's like I had to think of what do we do on the spot, and that was probably the best part of the trip. It was like the unplanned part of the trip, where it's like you just okay, where should we go today? Something like that. So I would say that like just spend a day where you just don't have a plan and just go out. It's more fun than you would think. It really is. It's amazing.
Guys, I want to thank you all so much for making time to join us today and to share with us, all the accumulated experiences you've had and the wisdom that you've gained from it. Invaluable, again. And I think I speak for everyone when I say, I want to pack up my bags and go somewhere now. Please give it up for our panel, everyone. Bogart the Explorer, Paps Chewy, Angelica, Herbie, and Kulas. Can we get a photo up, please? A group photo?